Okay, my name is Aditya Wedo Pangestu. I'm from group Comparison, Godot, and Unity. This is my presentation. A comparison between Godot and Unity into the game development. Introduction number one. This paper will compare two very popular game engine, that being Godot and Unity. We chose these two because they wanted to test the common belief that Godot is the go-to engine for 2D game development and identify what is doing better to earn this reputation. Literature, the three number one is Unity, a cross-platform 2D and 3D engine which has been the most widely used engine game development from the past decade. Utilities, a component-based architecture where game objects are built from modular component C, tech, and this programming language, and two options for rendering, that being URP or Universal Render Pipeline, and HDRP or High Definition Render Pipeline. Number two, Godot, open resource cloud platform game engine released in 2014. The that is popular with indie game development. It is lightweight and contained in a single executable file. Godot programming language is JavaScript, a dynamically typed language, with a syntax similar to Python, but it also supports C and C++ using GD extension. Number three, 2D game development. 2D games are games that consist of only two acts, the X and Y. They often have high quality art and animation which either uses frame by frame technique or simplify skelet skeletal animation with wireframe. Developing this game usually requires less resource compared to the 3D uh, counterpart. Science 2D grab support faster prototyping, iterative review, development, and in general. Okay, next, this slide, a research question. Number one, does Unity and Godot differ in terms structure? Number two, why is Godot viewed as the better choice when it comes to the development? Number three, how do both engine perform with building 2D prototype using the same scenario? Number four, what are the development experience when using Unity and Godot for 2D projects? Okay, next slide. Hypothesis. Number one, the biggest definition between the two is the coding language. Number two, science 2D game are light people choose the latest game engine. Number three, JavaScript in Godot result in faster 2D prototyping in time compared to C Tech Unity. Number four, Godot node architecture provides superior 2D scenes management speed and celerity over Unity component architecture. Okay. Next page, methodology. Qualitative research uses the software architecture analysis method SR SAAM complement what comparative analysis between the project me and my partner create. Resource, two numbers. Number one, a tools, Unity Hub, Unity Editor, Godot Engine. Number two, scripting and CTEC, Unity and JavaScript White Godot. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Syabi Hermawan and I will be taking over this presentation. Now, for the methodology we used in our paper, we used the Software Architecture Analysis Method, or SAAM for short. We complemented this with a bit of comparative analysis between the projects me and my partner created. Now, the resources we used to create these projects are Unity Hub, Unity Editor, and the Godot engine. For scripting, we use C#, and GDScript. Now, the expected outcomes from our paper are 1. We expect to have a detailed comparison of the features that are used for game development within the engines. Second, we expect to have a general comparison for the programming languages for both of the game engines. And 3, we want to measure the ease of use for the two game engines, how easy it is to develop a game and how to develop the game with using the tools and stuff provided from the game engines. And fourth, we want to compare the development time between the game engines to measure how long it took to create a prototype game of the same genre within both the game engines. Now, this is a sample of the prototype game engines. On the top left, you have the sample for the Godot side-scroller shooter, and on the bottom right, you have a sample for the Unity side-scroller shooter. Now, for our feature analysis, we, after testing their many tools for level creation, character animation, and other features, we have come to the conclusion that while Unity does offer a few advantages, like better world building, for example, right here, you can see that Unity has a sprite editor where so you can resize sprites without having their image quality drop. Godot doesn't have this, but Unity does, so it makes it easier for world building. But other than this, it lacks in every other area due to Godot either having better features, or having its features be a lot simpler to understand, like the animation. I feel the animation is a lot easier for Godot compared to Unity. Now, for the programming language, our testing of the programming language of both engines led us to see GDScript as a superior choice over Unity C hashtag. This is due to Godot having a much more readable syntax, which leads to faster prototyping and is in general a lot easier to code. And since it also has an inheritance-based architecture, each node has a single script, making it very simple to understand. It also requires zero setup, whereas Unity needs you to download an extension within VS Code. Of course, it doesn't mean C hashtag is bad. On the contrary, the extension within VS Code can make the downsides of C hashtag be a lot better. So it might be better in the long run, but for fast startup, for an easy use, and for just the general coding for 2D games, GDScript is better. Now, for the ease of use, we have seen that Godot offers a more modern and intuitively designed UI that allows for a customizable layout and a scene tree, and it also has a scene tree for visualizing game object hierarchies. But the number of third-party resources and tutorials aren't very abundant compared to others. While Unity's UI is a bit outdated and can be complex to navigate, this has a lot of resources, including comprehensive documentation, third-party tutorials available on multiple platforms, and it also benefits from being the largest active community in the game development industry, making it easy for you to find solutions to your challenges. In conclusion, while Unity offers a few advantages and has extensive third-party features, the Godot engine still offers more benefits for 2D game devs due to Godot's native and integrated 2D toolkit, which immediately reduces overhead and initial complexity. Its GDScript language code simplifies prototyping and proves flexible with C#